well, at least I get some time I get to use the Joytech. Since I've been having this for so long, I decided to do this because I guess I always want to try something different for New Year's. So, let's begin. This time around, we probably be hearing this and then you've been searching up to. I'm taking it on to modify ps2. This is the actual thing I ordered and I finally received it. Important. Make sure you're playing it including the memory card slot in one. USB drive used on this PlayStation must be formatted to FAT32. Well, it did not come included with SD card to play with the game, but it does come with an SD card, and this definitely is a modified PlayStation 2 here. But here we go on to this paper. Once you receive it, it basically tells you the information about it, where to go, what to watch the tutorials. So give it all this. It's very good, but except that there was a black markers that said PS2 games or PS2 gym. It's really hard to read that, but overall, so I'm going to attach this thing already on top of the Joytech 8-inch monitors on top of here. This is actually digital, so this is like the best thing I could use. Now, once I plugged in, since this is like all in one, I could just plug this PlayStation 2 controller, PlayStation 2 cable that is. You really need to use just one power source out of this one. And that's the beauty of it. Once you get this is just really simple. I've had a remote too. I have it right here. It has a car chargers. Doesn't come with the manuals, but it should be simple enough. So you can see it indicated the lights is on. So this is the free Mac boot card right here. And it says 8 GB. 8 GB. So put it in the slot 1 here. And remember, there's actually no disk in here, so it's just simple. So, do it very good. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the PlayStation 2 and this. And as you can see, there we go. I just had to make sure that it's all set in. And as you can see, it finally showed. This wonderful setup. So you can see, as I move these down, this is what it comes with by its own. You get system configuration, UVL, RSE, launch disk, read, configuring, and of course, the thing that you really need is the PS2 games, OPL, NES, SNES, and Genesis, and then here's a free boot configurations. So you guys see that everything what you needed just to start off and everything what you needed. Now, the instruction did apply that you had to have a USB or something to put in the game. Could be burn games. It could run burn games. USB, if you have already did a format, FAT32, you did all that, you could use this. There's definitely some use for, say, like online that I have here is NBA Live 2006, which as you can see down here is set online, which is the most important thing when you're getting a CD, it has to say something involved with online and something. And the way it's indicating is that it usually say online internet broadband and running model requires or something. Anything that has something with the online game like these or anything, Mortal Kombat, Armageddon, Call of Duty, the Hours one, any of those, you should be able to, because as I said, this thing really would benefit for anything you want to do with it. And plus, it is the PlayStation 2 Slim. You can take it with you. Plus, with the monitor like this, it's so gorgeous. You can hear that sound, though. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So, before ado, since I don't have anything in here yet, I had to basically download the actual game. Now, the problem with that is that finding a right iOS or a game in your computer is so I'm going to ship it over to my tiny laptop that's going to be the stationary parts of the game to use to basically make it interesting. Seems that this was not on the list, but I guess this is one of the well, say games you could look up to. This one, I don't find it very good because it doesn't recommend you how to have descriptions or something. So I did try something, Gear Monkeys, or is it, what kind of monkey it is? Because it has to be CoolRom ones. I wouldn't go for this one because I tried it and it wouldn't work. But the most importantly, once you do get the game out of any sources or any way you can find it, you could look at where I got it. I think that's simple. Back here on one of these pages, I mean, this is the kind of like I wrote everything down here, like I said here. How to rip your PS2. Here's when it said USB games. Here is me multi-tool software, daily Wizarding 10. The format has to be FAT32. I think there's a few ways you could do this one. I think I know how to do that now. To copy iOS file games, usually be DVR, DVD. Usually that's what a PlayStation 2 is. And most of them are about like 4.2 gigabyte more. And then the less is like 7 megabyte over here. CDs very rarely and stuff. And then basically you have to make a folder and you're gonna copy and paste it. A Sprint game is usually the older models. And here is the USBEXTREME means of metadating, find the folders. The means you have to find the letters and stuff and paste into it, find it, match it, and then you get everything together. How do you play with the USB without the disc? It's the same thing, but this time it's more in simple explanation to it. So this it's a lot of writings I've done. So some of these things are kind of like look into one from something, and you know. Here's the one with the shared network ones of stuff. Here's another one that I actually ordered. It's called similarly to this, but this one is 64 megabytes here. And this one what it has a little bit more, kind of similar, but a lot more what it has. But I want to check that out. So this is definitely worth the trying. But I do like to keep a note on the one I have on the paper over here as well, just in case I lose it. And then here's the instruction on how to make a latest version of a free MacBoot. Like here, usually there's 3 separate files here. The free MacBoots is copy and paste from this end. This one is the UVL Launch Elf on this end, and this is Ultra SOR Premier Edition. CD to DVD and within burns from here, and then this one is just the same thing, burns this, and then plug in the USB drive, this and that, you know, so much, and a lot of writings, I would say, so much writing and take notes. So that's what I'm doing right now, as far as speaking. I take notes, that's most importantly. I just take notes and I find on YouTube, and hope you guys, sorry I'm rushing, this is the very first time doing this. I learned how to do this, and for your time not to be wasted to it, if you want to do this, I want to do my very best out of my experience. Okay, I'm going to test out the internet connections along with the USB. Let's see what can I do with the modded PS2 that came with it. So please stay tuned for more of that later on after it's done downloading the great speed games thing. That was a choice. I didn't pick it. I just want to see what happens.